prices as I can imagine. Probably had a nice balcony, nice view, nice pool. As you can see, those are the buildings there. This is where he lived. Oh yeah, beautiful view. Imagine messing this life up, man. You're playing ball in Asia, living the life. You probably got the ladies inside Indonesia, I can imagine. You know what I'm saying? Probably got. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of In My Dreams. And then on this episode, guys, we're going to talk about the American basketball player Jared Shaw. We're going to talk about how he was just arrested in Indonesia. He was arrested in Indonesia for buying weed from Thailand. Of course, let's just get that out of the way. He did not get arrested in Thailand. He got arrested in Indonesia for buying weed from Thailand. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna run the video real quick for you guys, just so you can get a good insight and information of what's going on, and then we're gonna talk about it. All right.
An American basketball player possibly faces the death penalty or a lengthy prison sentence after being arrested in Indonesia on drug charges. 35-year-old Jared Shaw used to play in the Indonesian Basketball League for the Hawks. That was until May, when reports say he received a package in the mail from Thailand containing 132 cannabis gummies.
Yes, you guys, so he ordered it from Thailand in the mail, and 132 packets. From what I can see here, it says 169 grams. Is that what that says? But maybe that's not what that means. That could be Indonesian. But what I'm guessing, you guys, is that they're looking at him as a drug dealer for sure for 132 packets. You guys, not 132 gummies, 132 packets. And this is an Asian country, and that's pretty much what the problem is, you guys. That's crazy to even think of even doing this.
Cannabis is decriminalized in Thailand, but not in Indonesia, where some offenders have been sentenced to death by firing squad. In a recent interview with The Guardian,
Yes, people have died from firing squad for cannabis in Indonesia.
Shaw said he used the cannabis to treat his Crohn's disease, for which there is no cure. He added that he made a, quote, stupid mistake, and being held in detention for the past 5 months has caused him to go to a dark place mentally.
He also mentioned that he was going to give some of the gummies to his teammates on the basketball team as he started coming clean, because he lives in, he's lived here for a while, so he knows that he needs to tell the truth to get, possibly get out of this. So that's another thing that isn't said in this article.
After the arrest, Shaw's contract was terminated by the Hawks, which said in a statement he violated the league's strict no drug use policy in his contract. The team also found him guilty of violating professional ethics and discipline standards. The case is eerily similar to that of Brittany Griner, the American basketball player sentenced to prison in Russia.
It's kind of the
after
same,
she
but
was
it's not.
found with vape cartridges in her luggage at an airport.
Don't compare
She
his
was
story
returned
to
to
hers.
the U.S. in
Her
a
story is
prisoner swap
completely,
after
actually,
10 months in detention.
very different compared to him.
A friend has set up a GoFundMe page to help Shaw get legal representation.
And then, yes, this is good news that his friend tried to help get him legal representation, but $24,000 is not enough to save his life. Like, it's great that you're thinking of trying to help him out, but you need to save his life. 24,000 is not enough. You need to up that to like 500K to $1 million to possibly even have them reconsider anything. Because this is the Asian country. This is looked at as disrespect to their country and to their culture, to what is going on here.
For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Mara Montalbano.
All right, guys, that was that. We're going to hop into where he lived. So he did live in Indonesia, you guys. So This is a map of Indonesia here, and let's take a look. Sorry, I have it pulled up here. He lived in this area, Indonesia, next to Jakarta. So this is the area he lived in, right outside of Jakarta, which is a major city in Indonesia. And as you can see here, we'll pull up his, the building that he lived in, and you can see the life that this guy was living, man. So I went to the chat GPT, asked where he lives. So he was arrested at his apartments at the Casa de Parco Department Tower. So we'll pull that up. Right up here. We'll pull in the Google Earth to show you where he lived. Yes, he lived in an apartment building. So you can see it from here. He lived in like a park area next to two major roads. So there's a major road right here, and a major road another major road right here that he lived in. And there was a nice, beautiful park that he lived next to. So he really had it all right next to him. And I can imagine there's some markets and grocery stores and all different types of stuff right here, down in here for sure. But let's look at the building. Let's pull it up on Google and let's take a look at this building he lived in. It was a night. I looked at it last night. It's nice. So this is the building he lived in. So from what it looks like to me, this was like these were probably built, I'm going to guess, in like 2010, 2015. I can just tell by the look of the railing there from the pool. But yeah, he lived in a nice building. These are older buildings, but super nice. Probably amazing rent prices, as I can imagine. Probably had a nice balcony, nice view, nice pool. As you can see, those are the buildings there. This is where he lived. Oh yeah, beautiful view. Imagine messing this life up, man. You're playing ball in Asia, living the life. You probably got the ladies inside of Indonesia, I can imagine. You know what I'm saying? Probably got everything you could ask for. Look how beautiful this is. And over a little bit of weed, my guy. Like, you could have went up to Thailand. You could have been flying up to Thailand, every once in a while just to, get it out of your system. You know what I'm saying? But damn, man, you were living the life for real. And that's why I can imagine of how dark it is, for you right now in that cell. Unfortunately, bro. Like, this is the lifestyle, man. Shit, I wish I could live this lifestyle. Professional ball player, shit. In Asia, crazy. But yeah, that's what the building looks like. And then this is where, this is where he lived. So he actually lived in a really nice area, guys. Like, this is an extreme park, but it's a park that has everything. It has like skate park in it. As you can see, it's got rock climbing, all different types of go-karts, skate park, obstacle course, like maybe paintball. Is that a paintball course? Or whatever, man. He was living that lifestyle, bro, right down the street. Oh my god, a pump track for your bike. Ugh, that's crazy. I was looking at this last night, you guys, after I watched the video. I wasn't even gonna make a video, but when I saw this, I was like, oh dang. So you live right next to a major road, another toll road that gets you anywhere probably. We gotta go to Indonesia and check this out. But yeah, that's the life, man. And look how far away from the airport. He lived from the airport. So he ordered this stuff in from Thailand. You know what I'm saying? The airport's up here somewhere, not far. See, there's the airport right there. So, bro, look, next to the main road. Look, broski, all broski had to do, look, he had a little what? A little half-hour trip in the car. Yeah, that's about what? That's about a half-hour, 45-minute trip in the car to the airport. Boom, hop in the airport. You're paying cheap prices to fly up to Thailand. Look, he could have gotten the plane. This is just options he had. He really had these options. I'm sure he's been thinking about all this. You could have gone on the plane, boom, flew right up to where? Not even far. Not even far, bro. You could have flew right up to Thailand. You could have landed right in Phuket. Boom. You could have flew right to Phuket. You can go to Phuket at what? What? Twice a month, bro? Maybe? Probably with your lifestyle. Living pro, playing ball. You could have been up there, I'm going to guess, twice a month, while you have, your little weekends off of basketball. Damn. That's crazy, bro. Anyways, I just wanted to make this video to show some of you guys, like, of what's actually going on here in Asia. And then, what else? We can do a little read about it, I guess. I pulled up some stuff on my phone just so you guys can learn who he is. So, Jared Shaw is the basketball player. He played for Oklahoma State and Utah State. He had a journey into the Indonesian League. He actually played for a couple teams in Indonesia, so he knew what he was up to. Wasn't his first time playing down there. You know what I'm saying? What else? He got arrested in May 2025. They seized 132 packets. 132 packets, not 132 gummies, guys. 132 packets. That's a lot. So not just 132 gummies, 132 packets of gummies, guys. It's a lot of gummies. That's really about the only thing that's really important to read. Yeah, that's really the only important thing. But I want you guys to see this. Look, as I was saying, you're gonna need more than 20 grand to get him out. Bro, I guess one of his, good friends, they made the 100K goal. You know what I'm saying? This is what he needs, something like this. But the guys need to put about four more, that 100,000 on there. You need to make it like a $500,000, to probably even make them think about, oh, maybe we should reconsider the punishment, But look at this is good, right? But the bad part is, even he said it, even Mr. Jared said it himself. He said, I was going to give it to, my friends on the basketball team. But you're in here saying, look, he said, guys, you can't do this. You're in Asia. Look, it says Jared is being made an example of an Indonesian government portrayed as a drug dealer. And then he ordered 132 gummies worth $400 to treat his Crohn's disease. Yes, we get it. But guys, he already said that. He ordered it and he's going to give it to his friends on the basketball team. So with you going on here and saying, oh, he's just treating his Crohn's disease, guys, this is the Asian country, Asian government. They're looking at you guys like you're disrespecting them, because they're going to go and read this and be like, oh, look, they're still trying to play around with this shit and lie for him. Even when he already told the truth. He's telling the truth himself, you guys, that yes, he's treating his disease and that he's going to give it away to his friends. And you guys are in here just saying like, oh, he got it to just treat his Crohn's disease. No, this is Asian countries, guys. They don't play like this. They're going to read this and take this as disrespect as well. So, but yes, good job again up the 100K, bro. But you're going to have to push it up more, unfortunately, because they're looking at this like he's a drug dealer. 132 packets, that's a lot of packets, my guy. So that's that. That's going to be the end of this story. On the next one, we're going to talk about how, I guess, YouTubers are getting arrested now for trying to get back into Thailand. So I'm sure you guys saw some of those videos. But thank you for watching this video, guys. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment on what you think about this. I made this video for knowledge of other Americans coming into Thailand and other Americans that just are going to move to Asia. And bro, you can't play around at all. You got to read the rules before you come over here. Even on vacation, just be careful, because you don't want to end up in a situation like this. Imagine being blessed like this and screwing up like this. Like he'll be lucky to get his life back, but it doesn't look like they're going to let him out for a very long time. They might not. I don't think they're going to give him the death penalty because like there's people putting up money for this, So they might squash the death penalty, but bro, you might not actually see the end of this, unfortunately, over some fucking weed. But bro, wrong place, wrong time, and they should have been playing around. I'm not even gonna put that on. But all right, guys, peace. Like, subscribe.